We're back. NFL post week 10 before week 11 power rankings. Alright. Starting off at 32, I have the Detroit Lions, who didn't technically lose, but they didn't technically win. They tied. They're now 0-8-1 with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They tie with the Steelers. Um, you know, Jared Goff didn't play very well. DeAndre Swift played amazing, but at the same time, you can't rely on your run game to win games. Apparently, you can tie games, but not to win them. Next, 31, I have the Texans. Nothing to say about the Texans besides they had a bye week. At number 30, I have the Jets. The Jets got blown out by the Bills. Mike White's opinion as him being should have been a number 1 overall pick. Fuck that, man. You gotta play better than that. 4 interceptions. Yeah, that just wasn't good. At 29, I have the other New York team, the Giants. Oh, by the way, the Texans and Lions stayed the same at their positions. The Jets went down a spot, and the Giants went down 2 spots. The Giants had a bye week, but I think 2 teams jump ahead of them due to how they played. 28, I have the Jaguars staying the same. Jaguars, for the most part, was kind of close with the Colts, but you didn't win in the end. I do feel like the Colts are a contender, though, so I can't really be upset at you. But I am upset that you beat the Bills and not the Colts. At 27, I have the Falcons going down 3 spots. Falcons, what was it? It was like 46-3 or something. You lost by. Yep. You were I think 1 point away from being, both teams combined scoring 50 points, and you only scored 3 of them. Yikes. At 26, going up 4 spots, I have the Finns. Great win against the Ravens. It's a bit too late, though, in my opinion, for you to start actually playing good football. I mean, the best you can do is 10-7, and I don't even know if that's going to be good enough to make the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, great win. You could potentially sneak into the playoffs if you win out. But other than that, yeah. 25 staying the same. I had the Chicago Bears. The Bears, I can't say anything. They had a bye week. At 24, going up 2 spots, I have the football team. The football team beat Tom Brady, or Brady, as some of you like to call him. I like to call him Brady. Taylor Heinicke, he seems to be Tom Brady's kryptonite at this point because there's no Eli Manning. Pretty good win. You won by 10. You're still not going to win your division more than likely, especially how the Cowboys played this week. You could be lucky enough to sneak into the playoffs at this point. It's not out of the question, as currently the 7th seed in the NFC is the Panthers, who are 5-5. So yeah. At 23, I have the Seahawks. Going down 3 spots. You lost 17 to Goose Egg. Goose Egg means 0. You didn't score a single point that game. It was Russell Wilson's return. We found out DK Metcalf, salty little guy. He just seems to always be center of attention. First, the Shannon Sharp beef. By the way, you're more than likely never going to be as good as Shannon Sharp. Because, yeah, you might have more receiving yards, but that's because a wide receiver is meant to have receiving yards. Tight end, they're also supposed to block. This was Russell Wilson's return game. It didn't go very well. Your division, you're probably not going to win. Yeah, I doubt you sneak into the playoffs at this point, but once again, never out of the question with the Panthers being the 7th seed at 5-5. Nothing against the Panthers, just the fact that 5-5 is the 7th seed. Next, at 22, I have the Broncos. I feel like I did them dirty dropping them this far down, but you go down 4 spots. Denver, you lost to the Eagles. I hope I'm right. I can't really hype you up. I guess I could technically because it's what, like, I believe your division is decided by a game and a half, so it's very close all around. But yeah, I just ultimately don't see getting it done. I think Teddy Bridgewater's found a good spot though. Maybe not to win, but like to be like a Deshaun Watson last year. Have pretty good stats. Next at 21, going up a spot, we got the team that beat the Broncos, the Eagles. Very impressive win against the Broncos, who just came off of a surprisingly good win against the Cowboys. Yeah. Uh, I think it's a bit too late to win your division, but if I had to say, out of all teams that aren't currently in the playoffs, like in the playoff picture, you're probably my third favorite behind the Vikings and 49ers to get in. That's good. And speaking of playoff picture, at 20 we have the Panthers going up 3 spots. The Panthers, great, 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 great. I could say that forever. Win over the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals, personally, last week they were number one in my power rankings, and you just came in and kicked their ass with PJ Walker and Cam Newton. That says it all right there. Well, I mean, they did have Colt McCoy to start, but that's besides the point. You won. Good job. I do think you're not good enough to make the playoffs, though. I think you probably are going to be the 9 seed. So, I do think, you won't be that team that just missed. Probably just, yeah. But, hey, you could prove me wrong. You definitely did against the Cardinals. That's for sure. Next, 19. Going up 2 spots. Do you mind, car or truck or whatever? We have the 49ers. 49ers, impressive win against the Rams. That's just kind of what you do. There's always like these teams that you could be way better than or way worse than, but that game's always close. And that's usually what it is with the 49ers Rams. The Rams are usually like the better team, but the 49ers just have them figured out. And it showed. 31-10. Great upset. I still like your chances of making the playoffs, but I mean, you got to make a move now because besides the Rams, you're not really going to capitalize on anyone in your division at this point, besides maybe the Seahawks. And that I don't see you doing better than splitting with them. So yeah. Next at 18, going down 4 spots. I feel dirty for this. The Vegas Raiders. I can't really respect you after that blowout loss against the Chiefs. You allowed Patrick Mahomes to throw for 406 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yeah. That was your moment to prove that you were the best team in the division. And you just threw it away. And that division is still wide open. And that sucks for me to say that you still have a chance to win it, even after that abysmal performance. At 17, nearly in our top half, our last person for the top half, the Vikings. The Vikings got the Chargers. They beat them. I wasn't very shocked. The Chargers are that inconsistent team. So inconsistent. You came away with the win. This helps you in the playoffs. You play the Packers next week. This is your perfect time to potentially, put fear in that division. As in, oh, it's not as close as you think. Or it's not as guaranteed as you think. Um, yeah. Staying the same at 16, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. I can't say much about them because they had a bye week. At 15, I have the Browns. The Browns got blown out by the Pats. The only reason you're above the Bengals is because you blew out the Bengals. So yeah. I still think that division is still wide open. majority of the teams are separated by half a game. You're, I think, a game and a half back. So yeah, personally, I'm saying that's the AFC North, best division in football. Yeah. At 14, going up a spot, Indianapolis. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Colts are 5-5 now. Indy, great win against the Jaguars. It was pretty close, but that's what you would expect from divisional games. Even if it's the Texans or Jaguars, those games would more than likely be close. But what matters is you came away with the win, and now you've been hot lately. You're telling the Chargers, who are currently that 7th seed, hey, you mind giving us that spot? I mean, hey, I'm not against it. I think you're probably the best non-playoff team right now. Yeah, I think he'd probably be the best non-division leader in the playoffs when you make it, if you sneak in. Well, maybe besides the Patriots, but at 13, going down numero 1 spots, the team that tied with the Lions, the Steelers. By the way, EA, next Madden, because I know you're not going to update it this Madden because you're boring, make a freaking feature where you can force a tie, because I legit just had to play 4.5 minutes because I set the quarters to 1 minute in rookie difficulty just so I could be able to have this tie. Why make a forced tie option, please? Steelers, they tied with the Lions. They couldn't really stop the run game, but the pass defense they destroyed. So yeah, that was pretty good. Next, at 12, going up 5 spots, Kansas City. Kansas City, now officially the division leaders. After starting out abysmal, they're already back on top of their division. It's pretty impressive win against the Raiders. Really asserted their dominance against the Raiders. They still have the Chargers and potentially the Broncos to fight with. Who knows? And the Raiders usually do well against the Chiefs at least one game, so there's that. But I think you're going to win the division because of how inconsistent the number 11 team is. Number 11, going down a spot, Los Angeles Chargers. You guys suck. Or you're amazing. Pick one. Like, you're so inconsistent. You lose to the Vikings. You've been on, like, a losing streak. And it's been, what, 3 of the last 4 games you lost or something? You're barely in the playoffs. Come on. Either get it together or don't get it together. I don't want to see you finish 8-9 or 9-8. I want you to finish like 6-11 or 11-6. Next, at numero 10, we're in the top 10 now. New Orleans. New Orleans, even though you lost to Tennessee, you put up a very good fight. You almost came back. You were a 2-point conversion away from like the 15-yard line or something because of penalties. But yeah, I still think you're probably gonna make the playoffs. I don't see why you wouldn't. It sucks with Taysom Hill being out for the season. You would probably be a guaranteed lock if that was the situation, but he's unfortunately not. So now, the Taysom Hill / Trevor Siemian show. Yeah. There's not many quarterbacks in free agency you could start. Cam Newton's been signed, and that's like the only good one I know. So, yeah. Oh, that's right. Nathan Peterman's in free agency. Well, he won't do you anything. At number 9, I got the Pats. The Pats have played phenomenal lately, blowing out one of the better teams in the league, or so we thought. And the Patriots or the Browns, it was 45-7. You're playing really well. You were a year removed from the playoffs, a year removed from Tom Brady, and look at you. Seems like you've already found your guy again. Now, the only problem is the division. You got Buffalo to face. I believe you still had to play them twice. are you gonna keep up with Buffalo or yeah? But you know, regardless, I still think you're a playoff team. I didn't think you would be this year, but I definitely thought you'd be next year. But man, you're surprising me. At number 8, going down 2 spots, I have the Rams. The Rams played abysmal against the 49ers. That's what you get for playing abysmal. I move you down. I still think you're probably the best wild card team. You're still close with the Cardinals in the division, but you're never capitalizing. And plus now, um, you're gonna have to do a lot because if you two tie, so you have to beat the Cardinals for a chance. And the Cardinals are so far perfect in the division, so it sucks for you. Because now, if you not being perfect in the division by losing to the 49ers, even if you beat the Cardinals, you're going to need them to lose at least one more game in the division. And then after that, I don't know. That's too much for me. At number 7, I have the Ravens going down 2 spots. The Ravens played a pretty bad game against the Dolphins, but the Dolphins are kind of getting hot lately. Ooh. Um, you know, I still think you can do well. I still think you'll probably win the division. I don't really see Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, or Cleveland keeping up. So, but I also wouldn't want you to ease off the gas pedal because you're still in contention for that 1 seed with the Titans. At numero 6, we have the Bills going up 2 spots. The Bills played a very good game against the Jets, but like all apparent AFC East teams, well, maybe besides the Dolphins, the Jets constantly get shit on, so I can't really be shocked. Which is why I have you at 6 and not higher. At number 5, I had the Buccaneers going down a spot. Where are the Bucks? Bucks? There you are. You lost to Taylor Heineke and the football team. That says it all. I still have you in the top 5 because you have Tom Brady. Until Tom Brady either retires or dies, because at this rate, I don't know which will happen first. Dies of old age, by the way. I'm not saying someone's gonna kill him or whatever. Yeah. You're still probably the best team in your division. I'd find it hard for you not to be, even though the Saints seem to always have your number besides the playoffs. Um, I think you can easily beat Cam Newton, PJ Walker, whoever the quarterback is. The Falcons, they don't seem to be a contender anymore. And Saints are down to what would appear to be, in my eyes, probably a 75-25 with Trevor Siemian being the 75 and Taysom Hill being the 25 QB system. So, yeah. At number 4, we have the Cardinals. I feel bad for dropping you this far down, but you lost to the Panthers. I can't really be shocked, though. Um, I did expect that to be a trap game. I did not expect Cam Newton to, ball off and have 2 touchdowns that game, no. But very good game. I still think you're the best team in your division. Maybe best in the conference? Who knows? At number 3, I have the Cowboys. The Cowboys played a phenomenal game against the Falcons. And if you disagree, look at the fucking score. That's all you need to see. 2 block punts for a touchdown, I think. 46 total points scored by you guys. 3 points scored by the Falcons. You're best team in your division, easily. And, I mean, you're playing like the best team in the conference if you play like that. But unfortunately, I think the Packers, who are at number 2, are just slightly better than you at the moment. The Packers, 17-0 win against the Seahawks. Usually when these two teams play, it's a close game. It's just kind of that rivalry they have, where that, in my opinion, is like the most non-divisional rivalry out there is the Packers-Seahawks. Their games are always usually close, except for this one. Usually always like a last second score. And yeah. But Packers, you held on. You didn't allow a single point that game. You're playing out of your mind. You got Aaron Rodgers back, who played phenomenal. Let's keep it going. And number 1, a team on a 6-game win streak, who just beat the Saints. Tennessee Titans. The Titans played a phenomenal game against the Saints. They almost let him come back, but the thing is, they didn't. I think the Titans are the best team in the league without Derrick Henry. Take your pick, because they're playing like it. They played like it with him. They play like it without him. And Derrick Henry almost has 1,000 yards rushing on the season, which sucks, because you know, yeah, I think he has 957, but I doubt he comes back. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you change. If you find yourself coming here often, please consider subscribing and liking the video if you enjoy it, and putting on notifications so you can get a notification on when I upload. And then also, please follow all my socials. Uh, Yoshi_Wisely on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Twitch is where I'll stream non-sports games, really. Well, no, that's not true. But non-YouTube content. So like yesterday, I think I tried to stream a, little fun franchise draft video, but it just didn't really work out. And yeah, um, Instagram, it's just there. I don't really use it. Twitch, or not Twitch, Twitter is where I post all about me and stuff. Like when videos come out, like as soon as a video comes out, you'll see on my Twitter. So if you want to put notifications on my Twitter, go there. I'll be talking about a bit of NFL, how it's going. Talking about the games I watched. Yeah. But anyway, that will end the video here, and